Good morning, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest, and welcome to, I think, the fourth episode of our morning sip. We've got a lot to talk about today. I've got a lot on my mind, a lot I'm thinking about. We're going to talk about Elena's voice. We're going to talk about a couple new games that I've been playing: Metroid Dread, New World, Tales of Arise, the hype that I have for James Bond, and we're going to do a little bit of a follow up on Cetra and the hate rating that has been going on the Twitch side. So let's go ahead and dig in. First and foremost, everybody, y'all gotta lay off Elena. Elena's voice is not that bad. It is annoying as hell when I am trying to do a video and I realize I've forgotten to turn the voices off, and out of nowhere, Elena's voice shows up and is like, I don't know what she says. I don't know in my mind yet. It's just like Tifa in those videos where I forgot to turn voices off and she would not shut up. That is what I find annoying. The actual fact that Elena has a deep voice, y'all gotta chill the F out. I also saw some people say that they have been having buyer's remorse over Elena and they haven't been feeling the greatest about her. I have been having the opposite feeling. I actually feel like Elena's been really good for me, really good for my account. I feel like her power level is really balanced, especially going up against Dwayne, Black Rose, Helena, and kind of the meta compositions. I think she kind of brings a brawler-esque aspect, which enables her to be really powerful. Now, in the current guild battle map, it is a little bit difficult to make the best of her because you do want her to get like re-raise and courage and all of that up. But I do think going forward on different maps, if we get a map that's kind of similar to Arena, I do think she's going to be one of the best units as we continue to kind of go through the game and into the future. Because, I mean, we don't even have Jaden yet this week. Like, Jaden is most likely coming next week, and he's most likely just going to synergize really well with her. I'm running her with Summer Kilfe right now, and I actually think running her with Jaden is going to be better because then you can stack not only her own VC, but you can do like Bahamut on Jaden, and then you can run Yuna with like Horn, and so you get that like slash resistance, that magic up for everybody that benefits everybody. Like, it just seems like it's going to be the right amount of perfect. So for those of you though who are kind of like, oh, Elena's still not there for me, maybe try using her on a couple different maps. I've been loving her. I also do run her with a magic sword of light, and that might be one of the reasons that you could be struggling with her, or maybe having the wrong Esper as well is a big problem. I've been playing a lot of other games this week, kind of a week off right now. I've been playing a lot of Metroid Dread, which I just streamed last night. So if you guys want to follow that story, I am planning on doing a Let's Play of Metroid Dread all the way through. Kind of similar to what I did with the Pixel remasters. Just because I feel like Metroid Dread is probably going to be a pretty quick game, and I imagine I can probably beat it in like 3 or 4 3-hour streams. Tales of Arise, I'm still not finished yet. I really enjoyed it as a game, but then New World came out and then Metroid Dread came out, and I still have to finish up Cyberpunk 2077. So there's just so many games right now keeping me so busy on top of everything else going on that like Tales of Arise and Cyberpunk are like on the bench. I will finish them. I really enjoyed them as games, but I've really been diving into New World and Metroid. New World is a lot of fun. It's very relaxing. It's been kind of taking me along for a smooth ride. I'm very gathering focused in that game. I'm not like digging tons of the PvP. I'm not doing a lot of questing. I'm literally just gathering, and it reminds me almost of like Final Fantasy XIV gathering, where, you go out into the world, you gather, it's relaxing, you kind of have to plan your own route, you're rewarded for your knowledge of your gathering route, right? And in that way, it's very old school MMORPG, where it's like, plan your route, figure out your route better than other people, know how to farm quickly. And the fact that that is in the game really gives me joy. I really enjoy that for New World. So I've been playing a lot of that, and it's been consuming, God, I'm probably like 96 hours in already. I've been playing it nonstop since this came out. So if you guys want to talk New World with me, I am fully down and there will likely be at least a few New World videos coming in the future. James Bond, y'all. James Bond is coming out this weekend, and then like Dune is coming out next week. Super excited for this. I fucking love James Bond. We're gonna go see it in IMAX tomorrow night with Gus, our neighbor. Like, I am ready to see like the conclusion of Daniel Craig as Bond. I'm excited to see what happens. A little nervous, but also very excited. Looks like Moneypenny's gonna have a little bit more of a role in this one, which I'm stoked for. So very excited to go and watch that tonight. I might stream when I get home, do some more Metroid Dread, or maybe do some WoTV. We'll kind of have to see. I'll probably want to talk about Bond, and that'll be a problem because I don't want to spoil any of you guys. So just be aware, I'm excited for this. And if I'm not streaming on Saturday night like I usually do, it's because we are at the IMAX watching Bond. Following up on Cetra and kind of the other situation of hate rating on Twitch, right? Let's start with hate rating. A couple months ago, probably 2 months ago, I did #ADayOff Twitch, and that kind of coincided with my transition to fully YouTube streaming. And part of that was because of the monetization issues that we were having with Twitch because of global monetization. So we saw a huge drop in money, basically, because of global monetization, essentially. And it didn't become worth it for me to stream on Twitch on top of dealing with all of this other problematic things that are going on Twitch, let alone the Twitch data leak that just happened, which my information is probably in there somewhere, and that's concerning to me, right? Like, they could have my password, they could have my info, like, that's crazy. Like, I don't know, it's almost violating in a way. And so I'm actually pretty glad I'm on YouTube right now, and I'm glad I've been staying on YouTube. In regards to hate raids, though, there is for those of you who aren't familiar with kind of like what's going on, we've learned more about it because the WoTV community has actually had hate raids happen. So there is kind of like a generalized bot that follows content creators, and that bot is known as like a hate raid bot, as like part of the program that kind of auto raids players, and then you get like follows from that bot, potentially right at like 15 at a time, which could be wildly inappropriate names. But that bot has actually followed me, it's followed Prodigy, it's followed Merlo, and I'm not sure if it's followed any other content creators in the community. I know Prodigy has had a specific issue with it, and I do believe Merlo has as well. So it's really interesting, you know, when we talk about hate raids, like, it's actually something that's happened in the community. And while I haven't streamed on Twitch recently, it is something that I'm aware of. It's something that's going on, and it's something that's not just impacting like other communities or big streamers, right? Like, it's actually impacting streamers in our community in the War Divisions area. So keep that in mind. If you ever see like a hate raid happening, it's really important you don't click on the bots' names or go to their profiles, because they actually have basically programs which can find your IP address by clicking on their profiles, is my understanding of the situation. So just keep yourselves safe, be aware. There's a lot of weird ass stuff going on Twitch right now. In terms of Cetra and kind of the follow-up on that, my understanding is Cetra and their guilds are really struggling right now. There's mergers going on, they're kind of falling apart. I don't know if they're restructuring to try and save like a single guild. Probably, you know, it's independent of anything I did. I doubt that, you know, me making a video about their poor behavior is what led to their guild having issues. I have no doubt it's probably to the systemic leadership issues that led to those problems with me, kind of affecting the rest of the community. But yeah, I am kind of over it now. I haven't really, like, I never received an apology, never even talked to anybody who cared, really. And, you know, to all the people who are leaving Cetra, you know, joining different communities, shout out to you. You know, I'm sorry if you felt like you were lumped in with my criticism, but the reality is, you know, your leaders spoke for you, and it was a, you know, kind of a ridiculous time, and I'm glad y'all are kind of getting them out of there and giving them the boot. So good job to those of you that are staying in the guild, and it sounds like cleaning things up. But yeah, thank you so much. That's kind of all I wanted to say. I'm not sure I got anything else for this morning sip at all. I got my coffee right here, so we'll go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great rest of your day.